Hey there.
Hey.
Here we are. Welcome virtually to everyone. Um, Welcome to the first Sunday Songwriters. I'm Claudia Gibson, and these are my special guests this month on our first Sunday, January 3rd, Joanna Howerton and Michael Cross from
Hello.
Austin. Yay! And
everybody.
they are not too far away from me. I'm down in Wimberley, and they're up in Austin in their beautiful little studio. And thanks for joining me, guys. I'm so excited.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
looking forward to this.
there's a little history here in that you guys were you were my very first guests when I started this series last year, which seems like about a million years ago. But way back in March, in the first Sunday in March, right before everything stopped. Yeah, we had a really nice gig at the New World Deli. Tons of people came out, and we had great food and a lot of fun. And we said, yeah, that was great. And then a couple of weeks later, boom,
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit.
everything hit. So I thought it would be good to start out the new year with a little lucky hope, hope for live music again with us playing together. Because to me, that was the most fun part of having you guys, was that we learned each other's songs and we played on each other's stuff.
I
But,
ran into all my notes from that gig the other day, and I was like, oh, this is a nice song. I want to do this again.
I know. And that's what I'm going to miss today, is playing harmony and, playing a little guitar. But I'm going to have you guys start out, and I'm going to just also welcome everyone who's here. And yay. And there's, oh, look, my husband Harlan is down there too.
Hello,
Um,
Arlen.
And he graciously stopped drilling he was doing some work downstairs, and he stopped that today. So, but if you're watching, I see there's a bunch of people out there watching. Just tell us where you're from, and we'll put you up there. But I'm going to ask you guys to start out. What do you have first? What's going on?
Okay, well, we'll start out with one of the first songs that we wrote together, and it's also the title song from our CD, A New Love Begins. So we'll start with that one.
Okay.
Okay? Tonight I'll search my heart for understanding, some light of hope to help me find my way through all the darkness closing here around me. Give anything to see the light of day. And now and then my thoughts begin to wander back there with those ghosts of yesterday, where all my fears were big and loud like thunder, and the winds of change come carry me away. Just another flower growing in the garden, just another season ending, and another begins.
And I think of all of those who came before me. Now I'm so very much the same. And how I've learned to never stop trying to bring joy and love to every single day. And I finally found that place of understanding and hope, peace and love, it fills my heart. I'm lifted from this worldly life of trouble, and I let
your love carry me away. Oh, I let your love carry me away. Just another fire burning in the darkness. When the rain is over, a new love begins. And I found my way. Oh, I found my way into your loving arms. Just another flower growing in the garden. Just another season ending, and a new love begins.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. That's so beautiful, and it sounds great. Sounds
good,
great.
Good. That's important. It's so tough for us to get all those little kinks worked out when we're doing these live
I-
streams.
I know.
But
Live
you
stream.
are, you're
always
an
a challenge.
awesome studio engineer, by the way, getting all this together. Thank you, Claudia.
You're welcome. And hey, we have people watching from all over.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, San Sebastian, Donosti, San Sebastian, País Vasco. I'm not sure where that is, but Luis Alberto,
Luis.
yeah,
Luis, is that
from
from
Spain.
Spain?
he's watching from Spain.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Cool.
That's
Hello,
awesome.
Luis.
Yeah, and Richard Haas from here in Texas loves your voice. So yeah, so thank you for watching from wherever you're watching from, and I thought I would just point out at the beginning, get a little business out of the way, that and Kathy P. Jones is here also, and she's a wonderful photographer, and my sister Jackie Thibodeau from Florida. I just wanted to let everyone know who's watching, if at some point you feel like throwing some money in the tip jar, that's how you can do it. It's scrolling along the bottom, so just look down there, and it's we share it. It's my Venmo, my PayPal. Also, you can sign up for mailing lists and find out more about what's going on, which we'll talk about soon, on my site, claudiagibson.com, and on their facebook.com site, More Love Music Austin, because you guys said you had a lot of stuff going on there. So I'm going to do a song now, guys, okay? So I'm going to
All right.
I'm going to mute you for a minute and make myself large, because I'm the producer and I can do that. This is a song that it's not new. It was on the first album I recorded, it'll be a few years ago. I probably recorded about almost 5 years ago. It's called Real Love. Did they find real love, or were the stars aligned, or was it just chance and fate combined? Did they find real love? Did they find real love? If you took any given woman and man and joined them together for a whole lifespan, would they find real love? Would they find real love? Real love, the love for a lifetime. It bends and twists like a vine, growing strong and entwined. they both gave. Did they find real love? Did they find real love? Real love, the love for a lifetime. It bends and twists like a vine, growing strong and intertwined. Real love, the kind that can carry the weight and tough enough to weather the fates. A love that survives. Did they find real love? Were the stars aligned? Or was it just chance and fate combined?
Yay! Love that song.
Oh, thank you. I miss you guys singing harmony on
I'm
it.
over here
but
singing away.
Yeah, we'll,
I
we'll be doing that before too long.
if we ever solve these latency problems, that will be so nice.
There is some program that you can.
Yeah,
solve
they're
those
kind of
latency
like
So they
problems.
say.
they're starting. Like I've heard a couple. There's one called Jam Kazam. I don't know. I haven't tried them yet, but
Jam Shazam or something like that.
yeah. It's we'll see what happens, but hopefully this year. I'm hopeful that by the middle of the year we'll be able to play.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to see people still tuning in and watching. I know you guys had a gig yesterday, so it's kind of like people, they get double, right? It's a double weekend of you guys. But it's just nice to see people out there
They get
appreciating
you
Yeah.
today, though.
Yeah.
and
the
clapping.
treat.
Yeah, they get me today. So anyway, what's up with you guys anyway? Are you you're writing and doing all that kind of stuff? What's
Yes,
going
we
on
are.
there in
We're
the
eating
little
a lot,
cabin?
cooking a lot.
Yeah. We all are.
But we are doing some writing too. We got a couple of new songs that we're gonna play today.
So this
Really
next
new.
song is a song that he was kind of hiding from me, I guess. So we've been hanging out together and going on 4 years, and it's like
Well,
And you're
where'd
this
still
this
hiding
song come
things
from?
from
I
each
wasn't
other?
really hiding it from you.
It's dated like 1996 or something like that. So it's an old song for him, but a new song for me. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, Michael, did you just like finish it recently, or you just kind of wrote it and put it away?
No, I wrote it and put it away because it was a very deep song for me. And I had a friend pass away a couple of years ago, and this was like one of her favorite songs. She always asked me to do it, and she learned it. She played too, and it concerns the subject of addiction, and so it was very hard for me to look at that because I dealt with that a few years back.
Yeah.
And fortunately got through it, but the song, I just kind of didn't want to play it for quite a while.
Yeah.
it's a
yeah.
great song, though.
Well, you guys, what's it called?
It's called Runaway Train.
Okay. Well, you guys go to it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like a runaway train, I was living way too fast, running from the pain and the sorrow. Just like a runaway train to the future from the past, little hope to see tomorrow on the runaway train.
Runaway train.
They say you're the reckless kind, runaway train.
Runaway train.
Your destination is not mine, runaway train. I soon won't give a damn when I watch you in the distance disappear. Just just like a ghostly hologram. Just like a runaway train rolling through the night, glory bound and undaunted. Just like a runaway train straight to the end of the line, countless memories still haunted by the runaway train.
Runaway train.
Your destination is not mine. Runaway train.
Runaway train.
Oh, head on down the line. Runaway train. I soon won't give a damn when I watch you in the distance disappear. Just like a ghostly hologram, yeah. Where the railways wind through the mountains and valleys, over bridges and bodies of water, through the heat and the cold, to deliver one soul from damnation's fire and rain. And the runaway train. Ignorance nor wisdom cannot find the simple fix. Running from the cities and back out to the sticks, where the missing person leaves no shadows to be cast. Absent from life, loveless and hollow, so cold and hard like the silver tracks you follow. Runaway train.
Runaway train.
They say you're the reckless kind. Runaway train.
Runaway train.
Your destination is not mine. Runaway train. I soon won't give a damn when I watch you in the distance disappear. Yeah, when I watch you in the distance disappear, just like a ghostly hologram, yeah. Run away, yeah. Runaway train.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
tune. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a similar song, and I don't play it very often, just because yours is more upbeat. Mine's kind of a true bummer. So, but it's
an upbeat bummer.
it's an
Yeah.
upbeat. I've got those too. Yeah. I have I wrote a bunch of songs in a row that were kind of 3 songs about deceased people, and I realized I can't write any more songs about dead people. But I have one I always introduce, that song Rain. I'm like, well, this is the upbeat song about a dead person. But I'm gonna play kind of a new-ish one. It seems I think I wrote it this past year. It's so anything that from the beginning of the year seems like about 9,000 years ago.
I hear ya.
I was Anna Larson, right? We
Yes.
we were both at Folk Alliance. We were roommates, and beginning of this year, and I found like stuff from there, and I messaged her. I said, "Did that actually happen?" Well, it was now. It's last year, but was this like January? And she said, "Yeah, that was this year." Oh, that's just cool. There's I see that Andy Revkin, who's a friend of mine from New York, is watching on Periscope, which is Twitter, and someone named Renee Harmon.
Oh,
said-
Renee,
friend.
yes.
Renee.
Yeah, that
My
she's
sweet
she's
friend,
soaking
Renee.
up
Hi,
vitamin
Renee.
D. That's cool.
Yes, you got to get that vitamin D in. And
You gotta get
Sandra
that
Wheeler
It's
from
important.
Houston. Luis from Spain.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. And
Kathy
people
Jones is our birthday girl.
Yay, Kathy!
Yay! So anyway, I'm going to do this song. This was a song. Are you guys in? I know you guys have been in songwriting groups. I don't know if either of you currently are, but this one came out of an assignment. A prompt, and I kind of had to finish it and recorded it. And I did it on electric guitar because I really liked playing like high up the neck and getting kind of an echoey sound. But I'm too lazy to set that up today. So I am just going to do this song, which is called In Waves, on acoustic. And anyway, I'll make myself, whoops, I made the wrong person big. There we go. I'm going to mute y'all. And there we go. And thank you all for listening, wherever you are. This is called In Waves. Life comes in waves, and it cares not if you're ready for each stage, crashing down or slow and lazy. Life comes in waves. Love takes its time, rushes too fast or lags behind. Not convenient, rarely kind. Love has its own mind. And if I started over, would I know much better? The weight of all we carry is like 10,000 feathers. I know your face, so familiar from a different time and place. Once we loved, but time made us strangers. Life comes in waves. Life comes in waves. Ooh. And if we started over, would we do much better? The lessons that we carry, we never quite remember. Life comes in waves, and it cares not if you're ready for each stage, crashing down or slow and lazy. Life comes in waves. Life comes in waves. In waves.
wonderful.
Thank you.
So
Thank
nice.
you, guys.
Your voice sounds so beautimous.
Oh, and the guitar, everything sounds great.
Yeah.
That's a great
Really got
song.
it dialed in.
So you did that song for a songwriting
Group.
Prompt.
task you had to do?
Yeah, yeah, it was a prompt. Yeah, my group. Yeah, they throw out a prompt, and I think that one was "Life Comes in Waves," and I was like, I had nothing, so I just started writing, and then like it's just lines started coming to me, and so you know how it is, like you just keep writing and writing and writing, and then it kind of like the meter kind of suggested a melody, you know, which was really nice. Hey, how's your Spanish? Who speaks Spanish here? I've just started learning Spanish on the little app Duolingo. But
I took
Sue Young speaks really good Spanish.
estudié
You know Sue?
4 semestres de español en ACC.
Oh, and you have
También no hablo español muy bien.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm really poor at it. But I found that the only way you really learn Spanish is to immerse. I'd have to move
Speak
there.
it every day.
'Cause I did really well. I mean, I took 4 semesters, which, I mean, is a
Yeah.
lot of Spanish, but I still do not speak Spanish because
I did that with French, and I didn't really speak French until I went over to France and had to
Exactly.
try to
That's what you have to
communicate
do.
on a payphone. It was like, oh. Hey,
Now, my
Joanne,
niece is
Joanna, I
very-
know you're from Kentucky. Is this family that's watching you from Kentucky?
Nita. No, Nita is one of my high school buddies. So
All
I'm going to send this
right.
next song out to Nita if you're still out there.
Perfect
This is
timing. Cause
yeah, because I'm going to sing a song that I wrote about, well, back when we were wild children, back in high school.
Weren't we all?
First got our driver's license, and we'd all go down and party in the Tigert Creek. I always call it the Tigert Creek. And then when I was doing this song, I thought, I'm going to look up that creek. And, you know, you just go back and look on Google Maps at geography of your hometown and stuff. And it's actually got an S on the end. But I don't think anybody actually pronounces the S. Tigerts.
it's kind of like Manchac.
Mancha, yeah. Yeah, right.
It's a local thing.
The name of this song is Kentucky Creek.
Give me your count.
2, 3, yeah. I've been working all day in the summer heat. The boss, he ain't got no sympathy. He won't give me no overtime. Wanna buy a little whiskey and a bottle of wine. Now we're all gonna meet at the same old spot, below the covered bridge by the diving rock. We'll light a fire and pour us a drink. Put our feet in the water, forget the day's heat. Cool breeze be coming on soon. And that ridge up over a silver moon. The whippoorwill, he'll be calling as I hold my baby tight.
In the bed of the creek on this Kentucky summer night.
Between these muddy banks, root and vine, is where I find my peace of mind. Oh, now the stars, they look brighter from down in the creek. The critters I recall the honeysuckle so sweet. Hear water rolling deep the white oak tree, with my sweet baby cuddled next to me. The sun be coming on too soon, and that ridge tries to hang on to what's left of the moon.
summertime. In the bed of the creek on this Kentucky summer night. In the bed of the creek on this Kentucky summer night. In the bed of the creek
on this sweet summer night.
In the bed of the creek on this Kentucky summer night.
Yeah.
Hey, thank
I
you.
was trying to unmute myself. It was like I'm always afraid, because I have limited inputs in this laptop I'm using, and so I can't use my mouse because I have mic, I have a I have a camera, and so I'm just always afraid that I'm gonna use this little touchpad and stop the broadcast. So if that happens, everyone, it's just me being a dope.
Well, like we just turned our our camera off. We did a minute ago. Well, earlier.
Right? Yeah,
we
when
didn't know
were
how
sound
we did that
checking.
either. So.
Yeah.
Stuff happens. It's a brave new world here.
It's been a learning curve, you know.
Yes.
It's been a total learning curve. I mean, what's really funny is I had this Yeti mic. I had this little webcam. I had it probably about 3 years before the pandemic, and I just didn't use them because I was always like, oh, live broadcast. I don't know, I don't feel. And then it was kind of like, well, you're just going to have to learn how to do this, and
Forced
so.
into it.
But now, the thing I like about it, while I do miss playing live, the thing I like about it, first of all, is you can wear like some pretty funky footwear. I won't show you mine, but I've got like, turquoise Crocs with paint splatters on them, where you don't even have to wear shoes. And the other thing is people tune in from all over the world. Yeah. And that's, the cool part. And people pop up, like your high school friend. I've had high school friends pop up. Andy Rybkin, who popped up. He's a friend from who has a show he has a music show every Sunday I've been playing on Earth Institute Sunday Sanity show he's been doing during the pandemic, because he's a science writer and he works at Columbia University, but he also we were in a songwriting group together years ago. So just things pop up. Anyway, I'm gonna do a song that I don't play that often these days because, like I said, it's kind of a bummer, but and I'm gonna miss your accordion on this, Joanna. This one is called Cleveland, Ohio. So
I like this.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. Great song.
Okay. Well, thanks. I'm just gonna. Oops. And you guys turned your camera off by mistake, so you'll have to turn it back on while I'm playing.
I didn't.
Anyway, this one's called Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. It's 10 a.m. Thursday. Checked out of my motel and I went for a walk. You know what? Let's start this song all over again, just because I'm a little concerned. There you guys are. Okay. I was concerned because I lost you. And because I lost you guys, all of a sudden the lyrics flew out of my head because I'm like, oh, I hope they get back. And when you're playing and then the little thoughts start going into your head.
Oh yeah.
No, we were thinking the same thing, but we didn't want to touch anything while you were singing.
Yeah, and then it was like, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Well, it was really
comes
strange
in.
because I wasn't even near the computer and it turned off the video feed.
Maybe it was a fly that landed on it or something. Let's try this again. I'll make myself big. I'll mute you guys. We're not going to turn you off. Now I can see you guys there listening, so we'll start again. Cleveland, Ohio. It's 10 a.m. Thursday. Checked out of my motel and I went for a walk. The lakefront is quiet except for men fishing. They stand on the dockside, cast their lines out and talk. How am I living without you? And how can I be in this world on my own? Did you really think I would doubt you? Did you really leave? Did you really leave me alone? Youngstown, Ohio, the state line by lunchtime. Grab some coffee at the Quick Mart, found the talk radio. The callers are angry, they say they're forgotten. Though my reasons are different, it's a feeling I know. And how can I make it without you? And how can I live in this world on my own? Did you really think I would doubt you? Did you really leave? Did you really leave me alone? Route 80 seems to stretch on for days. I count off the small towns and miles. Water Gap into Jersey and the suburban haze. But the New York City skyline, that's a sight for sore eyes. Hoboken, New Jersey. It's 6 p.m. Thursday. I parked the car by the ferry and I boarded that boat. Halfway across the Hudson, pulled a box from my backpack. I shook out your ashes, watched you blow off and flow. How am I living without you? And why am I here in this world on my own? No choice but to go on without you. But how could you leave? How could you leave? How could you leave me alone?
Yes,
Thank you guys.
that's great.
That made me think of my
Thanks.
friend Stuart Cohen, California that left us a couple years ago.
And that's the one bad thing about getting older. Well, there's a few bad things. There's a few great things, like you're smarter. You don't do stupid stuff
I don't
anymore.
know.
Well, you
I
like
still
to
do
think
some
that.
Well, you don't decide like, hey, I just had about 5 beers. I think it's a good idea to borrow my friend's car and drive really fast. No, you don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's wisdom, but I think the hardest part is losing people. And that song was another song that was a prompt song, but when I started writing it, I didn't even know where it was going until the last verse wrote itself. Isn't that odd when that
That's
happens?
great. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool the way that works.
It is. So what's up with you guys next?
Okay, so next we're going to do a song called Shades of Grey.
Ooh, not the Robert Earl Keen song. This is a new song.
No, this is...
Does he have one named Shades of Grey?
He has a pretty famous one called Shades of Grey. Yeah, right or wrong, black or
Well,
white.
I'm
But
sure
I heard
it's
your
a
song
pretty-
before, and it's good.
pretty cool
So-
title, but this one was written about a friend of mine who'd gone through a real bad breakup and was just really going through the ringer, and I was trying to encourage her to look at all the positive things she had going on in her life and pull herself up and get on out of it.
Right.
Nothing else to do. Oh, hey, and
right.
I would be remiss before you guys start if I didn't remind people who are watching. Thank you to those of you who have thrown a little cash in the tip jar, but it's down there
Thank you,
scrolling.
yeah.
We appreciate it, and we appreciate people watching, and also Jim Carroll, who was watching for a while. I'm not sure if he still is, but he put up on his page is one of the shows to watch today, which is always appreciated
Nice.
because
Oh,
there's
that's
about 1
great.
million. We were sandwiched in between Mary Gaucher and Jamie Harris and someone else fantastic whose name escapes me at the moment. But anyway,
That's
thank
awesome.
you.
Hey, and Happy
So-
New Year, everybody. That's
Yeah,
fun.
Yes.
Happy New Year's. Okay, so Shades of Grey. Go to it.
Shades of Grey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't dismay, just find yourself a smile to wear when all the world is shades of gray. Keep your faith, and soon you'll see a brighter day high above those shades of gray. Don't despair, there's always hope to find somewhere among your many treasures of the heart. I saw your light shine so very bright while standing in the pouring rain. And I recall the beauty that I saw when those colors fill those shades of gray. Listen to me when I say, darling, don't dismay. Be of cheer and light heart. Ain't no better place to start. Use your brush to paint away the sadness of those shades of gray. Listen to me when I say, darling, don't dismay. dismay. Just find yourself a smile to wear when all the world is shades of gray. Be of cheer and keep that smile inside alive, no matter what might come your way. Don't despair, there's always hope you'll find somewhere among your many treasures of the heart. I saw your light shine so very bright while standing in the pouring rain. And I recall the beauty that I saw when those colors filled those shades of gray. Listen to me when I say, darling, don't dismay. When all the world is shades of gray.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Well, I'm still working on that one.
Hey, it sounds good though. It sounds really
thank
good.
You, thank you.
And it's like, you know, I would love someone to write me a song and say cheer up.
Oh.
I have to write my own cheer up songs.
Well, we'll
And usually
write
when-
you one, Claudia. That's what
Aw.
we'll do.
Usually when a songwriter's feeling sad, you just write sad songs. And then you feel better and you're like, oh, go play my sad songs. And people are like, oh, you know, when people are crying. Hey, you have a friend named Kirby Walker who's watching from way off in north central Austin.
Oh, cool.
Way up there, way up north. Way
Way up
Hey,
north.
Kirby. Well, you know,
Well-
Kirby runs the Austin City Jams.
Yeah, he's got
Alright.
lots of cool
Yeah.
stuff going on.
So many great artists have been on his page and.
It's
record
funny because when
on
you
his
when you
stage.
live in South Austin, I know I work in South Austin. Like coming down to Wimberley doesn't seem that far, but like driving up to North Austin seems like, oh wow.
Going to Dallas.
Yeah, because of the traffic, right? Because of the traffic. So what are you guys going to be recording? I know you have a Saturday live show right now that you just started up. You started up yesterday. Is that like a regular weekly, monthly? What's that
Yeah,
all about?
Weekly.
We were doing Fridays for like 40 weeks, I think, or something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I still work the day gig, so it was getting a little bit crazy.
I know I
trying
could
to-
never watch it, and because
Yeah,
I
so
work
we're
a
gonna
day
switch
job
to
too.
Saturdays, and then
Oh, good.
unfortunately, we do get an outdoor gig. So if that happens, we might not have one. But our aim is to try to do it every week.
Well,
So
cool.
We'll see.
Yeah. Cool. That's great. And are you going to be recording? You're probably writing because I know, like, you know, you both do
I
that.
think we have enough
We are
songs
writing.
right now for an album, and we like to just record in our little studio, and then maybe
I was going
go
to say
into
you have your
a
own
different
studio there.
and I don't know, maybe it'll come out good enough to just make it a CD. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's possible.
So
How-
without having to, but don't tell Tommy Bird that because we want to go back into the birdhouse.
Oh,
but
we love working
he's
at the
being
birdhouse.
the hermit though. He's not having.
I have heard the
anybody,
best
so-
things about, not only about him, but every recording I've heard come out of there sounds so beautiful.
Oh,
that,
he's great.
Yes. He's
yeah, and everyone
he
says, "Oh, he's so great to work with." So
is.
that's
Yes. he's
that's
a
you know, and in
sweet
Austin,
sweetheart.
it's almost an embarrassment of riches. Like in normal times, like any night of the week, you have 5 different great, you know, places you could go hear someone. There's, you know, literally dozens of studios and producers that are all fantastic, and
That's
it's
right.
you know, it's a little hard sometimes. But yeah, but those of us who are able to, you know, who have home studios are at an advantage right now. I'm actually going to take a course because it's something I just know, like I can master things when people show me, but it's not intuitive for me. So, you know, the little symbols like make my ADD brain like, what is that symbol? What does it mean? The little thing with the
Oh,
curly
yeah,
Q
there's
and
a
the,
lot.
you know, I can't memorize.
I
it.
have no patience for it. I mean, but it's interesting. He and I, as a team, are really great together because I kind of do the more computer writing. You know, I don't know type. I can type really
Yeah,
fast.
well, you're fast.
But so anyway, I both of our brains together sort of make a good combo to pull all this stuff off. Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear
We
you.
got to unmute us.
No, you're fine. I can hear you.
You're
I can
on.
hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, you know
can
what?
hear
I was looking at you, and it's that latency thing.
Oh, okay.
You were making some weird thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, the recording thing is it's really time
just my
consuming to
face.
get to learn it. I'm still working on it too.
Yeah, it's
But
hard.
It's a lot of fun once you get it down.
So
Well-
do you think we have time for one song each?
Well, I think, yeah, I was going to
Okay.
say, why don't you guys play one more song, and then I'll end up, because I know you kind of have to split to a previous social engagement right after
Okay.
this.
Sure.
And normally we go a little bit later, but I know you guys want to get out on time. So why don't you tell us what you're going to do next?
You want to tell about this one?
hmm.
Well,
So Michael, when we first started hanging out, loaded me up with all these CDs with a lot of like home studio recordings, and I found this one that I was trying to figure out when he wrote it, and it was said last modified 1994. So and it's just such a beautiful song that he actually did for his friend's wedding.
yeah, for Gabby and Nancy Brown, good
And
friends of mine.
it's just a really beautiful song. I think one day it'll just be some classic that is totally famous. But
Well, that would be great. Thank you.
and I don't know if it'll be me on the recording singing it, but anyway, I'm gonna do that one, and just to wish everybody a happy New Year, because it's a New Year song.
Yeah, it is. It's called Now and Forever.
Another year's come, another has gone. We'll raise a glass and make a toast to the last of this year and the first of another, with the people we love here the most. And that's y'all. All gathered together, sharing the moment. One thing I promise to you, to stand by your side now and forever. You are the one, love of my life. Love will provide, keep us together now and forever, now and forever, my love. We'll ring out the old and we'll bring in the new, and wish one another the best, with the hope that the new year will bless us and bring us the keys to each one's happiness. All gathered together, sharing the moment. One thing I promise to you, to stand by your side now and forever. You are the one, love of my life. Love will provide, keep us together now and forever, now and forever, my love. As long as winter's as we gather on that front porch, and we'll talk about the things we'll do come fall.
Stand
By your side, now and forever, you are the one love of my life.
love will provide
And keep
us
us
together
now and forever, now and forever, my love.
Woo! Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
beautiful. That's so romantic. It's a beautiful tune. Well, I'm going to play a quick one, respecting your time. 'cause
Oh,
we only
can
have a
go
couple
over.
minutes left.
It's no
Yeah,
problem. Don't
yeah.
worry about
Yeah.
it. Just play and enjoy,
Um,
and we love you. And
Oh,
we've enjoyed
thank you.
being here.
I love y'all
Thanks so
too.
many.
for having us.
Thanks so
Yeah.
much for having us, and thanks to everybody that tuned in.
Really, thanks to everyone who tuned in, and we really appreciate it. And you know, it's just nice. This is streaming on a few different things, so it's nice to see all different people and different pages and different things watching. So thank you, especially to all my songwriting friends out there. Please tune in again next month for the first Sunday Songwriters. I think Tegan Devon's going to be playing with me, so
All right.
that should be fun. Anyway, I just wrote this song recently, and I wish I had accordion and guitar on it because it's kind of an old timey song, but it's called "Shine On." Cast your old cares away at the end of the day. Lay down beside me and close weary eyes. When our work here is done, we will fly to the sun and shine on forever in light. Sometimes the world feels so heavy. The burden of years as we toil and we strive. When luck is not even or steady, keep your hand on the tiller and eyes on the prize. Cast your old cares away at the end of the day. Lay down beside me and close weary eyes. When our work here is done, we will fly to the sun and shine on forever in light. Remember my lifetime companion. For better or worse, we have carved out a life. Now love can bridge rivers and canyons. Take my hand and together we'll cross that divide. Cast your old cares away at the end of the day and stay down beside me and close weary eyes. When our work here is done, we will fly to the sun and shine on forever
very gospel kind
God.
of feel on that
It-
song, isn't it?
I know, and I'm not
I
a
like that.
gospel-y person, but yeah, I was just thinking like Carter Family, whatever. But
We were singing
anyway,
in harmony with you.
I could tell. And it's always good if you see someone doing this. So thank you guys. Joanna, Michael, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks to everyone who watched. And and people who said, yeah, it was a fun show today. And my husband said my husband approves of that one. He says it brings out the country girl. And
All right.
Kathy, thank you so much for hanging in there and watching everything. All you people, Luis watching from Spain, staying up late and watching from Spain, thank you so much. So everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for those who tipped. And if you just caught the end, you want to watch it again, it'll be on wherever, all these different sites. You can just go and watch the video. Again, we all appreciate it. And, and I'll be, let's see, I have another show, 50/50 show coming up in about 3 weeks on a Wednesday. And I don't remember who I have because it's flying out of my brain. Oh, it's someone really good. It's Michael O'Connor, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I know Michael.
I know, Michael knows you too. And because when I said, I'm playing with Joanna and Michael, he was like, oh, yeah, they're great. So he said he worshipped you when he was first coming up. And he would go see you everywhere in Austin and worship you.
He is
so,
such a major talent. What a great...
Oh, he's crazy. I've been
Oh,
taking
yeah.
some guitar lessons from him, a little mandolin. And that's going to be on the third Wednesday in January, end of every month.
We will definitely tune in for that.
So is the
Yeah.
50/50, that's a show, that's your show?
That's my show, the 50/50 Hour. Yeah, it has its own Facebook site. You can also watch it on my Facebook music page, and I also have it on my YouTube page too. And that's another thing where it's just I split an hour with a songwriter and we talk about songs. And yeah, it's kind of fun because you can get people from all over. Like he's up in Colorado, and there's just it's kind of fun. So anyway, thank you guys for joining
you.
us, and thanks everyone out there in
Happy New
streaming
Year, everyone.
in
To a-
streaming
to a
land.
better 2021. Woohoo!
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys just hang out there in the studio while we wave goodbye to everyone and
Bye.
end the broadcast.
Thanks again. We sure appreciate y'all.